Morning, everybody. You know, when you're as old as I am, the history can become tedious. Allow me to begin by acknowledging my brother from Zambia, Honorable Frank Museba Tayali, Minister of Transport and Logistics, other ministers from the SADC region who may have joined us during the opening remarks, permanent secretaries and director generals, President of the Southern African Railways Association, Mr. Hisham Emerin, Vice President of the Southern African Railways Association, Mr. Nixon Dlamini, Executive Director of the Southern African Railways Association, Mr. Babe Botana, Chief Executives of SADC Railways, members of the media, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning once again and welcome to the 13th SARA Conference, an event that charts the course of Southern Africa's railways. We are not merely today attending another event. We are standing at the crossroads of opportunity and transformation for the rail industry in our region. Railways in Africa have long captured our imagination, and today our task is to shape the next chapter of the rail story, ensuring that we harness the power of rail to improve socio-economic prosperity and to fully utilize the potential in easing the movement of people and goods across our subcontinent. Hosting the Southern African Railways Association Annual International Conference and Exhibition is not just a privilege for South Africa. It is a testament to our commitment to contribute to dialogue about the future of rail transport across our region and the entire continent. This commitment aligns with the vision set forth by the African Union Programme for the Infrastructure Development in Africa and the AU Agenda 2063. Let this gathering move us closer towards this important vision. Now, as we understand that this gathering embodies a collective mission to move forward an industry that is vital to our region, we want to say to each and every one of you who has come here today that you are extremely welcome in our country, and we do hope that in between the formal events, you will also get an opportunity to have a look at the beauty of our country. We are all acutely aware that the region's rail sector faces significant challenges, from aging infrastructure and inadequate funding to issues of safety, security, and capacity. These challenges are further complicated by the need for greater regional integration, interoperability, and the harmonization of standards to ensure efficient and competitive rail services. The rail industry has a direct impact on the cost structure of our economies, influencing the prices of commodities, manufacturing inputs, and exports. Given the critical role of rail in transporting bulk goods, such as minerals, agricultural products, and energy resources, railways within our region are essential in enhancing the competitiveness of our products and services in the broader global market. The SARA Rail Conference and Exhibition is a gathering of innovators and collaborators who are helping us to drive the future of railways. This conference must serve as a forum where we critically evaluate our competitiveness, and explore ways to overcome the barriers that limit logistics integration. We must use this conference to seize opportunities not just for SADC, but for the entire continent. The decisions and discussions over these next few days should be significant in influencing how we trade, how we move goods, and how we connect people. Now, it is worth remembering that the SADC region has a combined railway network that spans some 40,000 kilometers. And I think that we've also understood today some of the new infrastructure developments that will enhance the offering that already exists. As we develop our rail offerings, we must also be conscious of change. Changes that are taking place in a rapidly technologically changing world, and of course also the changes that are being imposed on us by climate change. In our region, extreme weather events are already wreaking havoc with our rail infrastructure and many other aspects of our built environment. It is important that we capitalize on the advantages that railways offer as an environmentally friendly and sustainable mode of transport. And this is a strength that we must harness and expand. I therefore ask you in the course of this conference to embrace the challenge of integrating clean fuels and new technology into our rail operations. By doing so, we can position the SADC railway sector as a leading voice in the global transition to sustainable transport. The theme for this year's conference, Boosting Continental Trade via Rail Investments in African Railways for the Sustainable Development of the Continent, is not just a slogan. It is a call to action. It challenges us to ensure that our railways are safe, secure, reliable, and innovative. And as I've already said, focusing on regional interoperability and competitiveness. This conference has demonstrated its capacity as a regional think tank by bringing together key stakeholders, governments, industry leaders, the private sector, suppliers, and financiers to forge a path forward. Our deliberations must therefore be guided by the realization that the African Continental Free Trade Area has become a reality, and South Africa sent its first batch of products to other countries trading under the agreement in January this year. As a country, we are committed to doing our part to create an efficient, connected, and modern rail sector. We are implementing policy and interventions such as the Freight Logistics Roadmap to revive, support, and modernize the capacity and competitiveness of our own railway sector. This holistic plan includes regulations to ensure market competitiveness, improving safety standards, and developing human capacity at every level. Now, a robust and future-ready rail sector is not solely built on infrastructure and technology. It is underpinned by the skills and expertise of people who work within it. As we look to modernize and expand our rail networks, the need for investment in appropriate skills across logistics and engineering and infrastructure development cannot be overstated. We must work across the SADC region to ensure that our people have the skills we need to support the continued growth and modernization of the rail sector. Investing in these skills will not only help us address the challenges we face, but will also enable us to take advantage of new opportunities. In this regard, I would want to bring your attention to the state-of-the-art Gibela factory in Nigel, here in the province of Gauteng, which stands as a testament to South African manufacturing and South African skills. This facility, operated on behalf of PRASA, is not only a world-class rolling stock manufacturing plant, but also a symbol of our dedication to driving industrialization and economic development across the continent. The factory is producing modern, efficient passenger trains that meet the highest global standards. On the freight side, key strategic corridors such as the North-South corridor, which links the port of Durban with the DRC and Zambia, are vital for regional trade. However, these corridors face significant challenges, including congestion, delays at border crossings, and the need for better coordination amongst our countries. The connectivity amongst SADC railways provides opportunities for cooperation, but we have to take on these challenges in a serious manner and ensure that we deal with aging infrastructure, lack of funding, and the persistent threat of looting of rail infrastructure and assets. These challenges are significant, but they are not insurmountable. Let me call on each of you to support the rail sector initiatives that will unlock the full potential of the region. Be assured of our support for the decisions you make here, knowing that they will shape the future of transport in our region. Ladies and gentlemen, the SARA Rail Conference has grown into a respected brand, recognized across the region as a premier event for the rail industry. It is a platform where ideas are shared, innovations are showcased, and partnerships are forged. It is now my privilege and my pleasure to officially declare the 13th edition of the SARA Rail International Conference and Exhibition open. Let us work together to shape a future where our railways drive the prosperity of our region and our continent. I thank you.